Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to do a couple different things, but I just want to let you know that I streamed all of this on Twitch, so if you want to watch the full video, you can go on over to my Twitch channel, and the full VODs will be over there. I have cut it up to kind of cut out some of the less interesting parts, or what I think are less interesting, but if you do want to see that whole thing, you can head on over there. The link will be in the description. So hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, how you doing today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. We are going to jump right into some Krastorio space exploration. And today what we're going to do is we are going to get to work on trying to get these blank data cards completed. And then we'll see what else we get to after that. That's definitely the first step here. So we're going to check our power here, and we're getting a little bit close on power. I think I just have one solar panel that we can put over here. That'll help a little bit, but we'll definitely have to bring up more solar panels here in the near future. And let's see. So what we need to do is we need to work on, so this is just made in a space manufactory, so no, we don't need to worry about supercomputers just yet. So basically, we just need to fill in this area over here a little bit, and then we will get to making those. And unfortunately, we don't have very much. Let's see. So we can kind of fit. Let's see. This would be the blank data storage card, and we can output like this. Okay, so we definitely can, we're definitely going to need a little bit more because we need to put like one more, we need to put like one more block here because we need two belts of input. Actually, does that work? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay. So yeah, we definitely need one more block of input here because this one, we can make this one here be our polished data storage substrates, but then we also need to work on getting advanced circuits and also copper. So let's put copper here somewhere. I don't really know where. Let's do it here. Let's do copper. There we go. All right, so we're gonna start unloading all this copper that we have here. And let's see. Okay, we've got 154, which may be enough, also might not be, because we need one more row here, at least. Okay, so we made it with 2 to spare, or no, 56 to spare. Okay, nice. And then we are going to grab a pylon. We're just gonna bring it over here. We'll bring it like right here, and this is what we're going to start using to connect these. Okay, so we just need to get all of our inputs. So we can definitely get this input here. There we go. Okay, and then we can just, well, we need to do this as well. We need to get our second belt in. Okay, and then we can copy this. There we go. And then let's just drag this down. Okay, so that'll be the blank data cards. Now we just need to get the last set of inputs, and we're gonna try and add a little bit more space over here because and I know that over here we are putting reds out already, which makes me not really want to put reds out again. But what we may be able to do, and this is super ugly, and I don't think we have enough concrete and steel. Maybe we do. Maybe we can make another. Aha, we do have some concrete. Okay, and we definitely have steel over here from our barrels. So what we're actually going to do is not put copper in here. Okay, so let's cancel copper. We're going to grab all the copper, put it back, and we're going to put another warehouse here. And unfortunately, this production area is super inconvenient now because of how close it is. So we may have to move that. Like this belt, for instance, I'm definitely going to move. We're going to bring it up more. Because it is like right in the way. And there's... So work just fine. Okay. And then we can drop all of our barrels off here again. Okay. And then let us... We probably need to make some more space manufactories. So let's do that real fast. And I needed to fix this pipe. There we go. Alright, so building, space manufactory. There we go. And we just need to make one right now, I think. Get some coffee. Perfect. Okay, so we got a space manufactory. And then if we come over here... Oh, what I was going to... Actually, really what I was going to do with the space manufactory was I was going to put it down somewhere. I was going to craft me some steel beams. If I can find them. There we go. Okay, that's plenty. What else is needed for these warehouses? Oh, it's 50 steel beams. Yeah, let's just craft all those steel beams, huh? Way easier than handcrafting them. This thing's craft rate is 10, so it's literally 10 times faster. Okay, that's plenty. And then we can craft our warehouse. Perfect, okay. Alright, so we got our warehouse now. And then this is actually, I am going to output reds again. Because I want to put them on the same belt. So we're going to do reds, and we're also going to do another inserter. And can we like squeeze this over one more maybe? I mean, why not? Okay, then we're going to do copper here. Okay, and then I'm going to take all these reds, and I'm going to put them in here. And that is very slow in loading the copper, but that's okay. Okay, and then what we're going to do is, I think we can do a belt right here. You know, we want to try and squeeze it in as much as possible. Alright, so reds, and then drop on the near side, and this will be copper. We do not want to be going that way. Shoot. That's not what I want to do. Okay, that looks better. Okay, and then we're gonna put these reds back in here. Okay, so then this is we're gonna have to try and figure out how to get this to come through here. I need to really get that. Can I craft this actually? I'm getting sick of throwing around by these belts. Where's the belt immunity? Belt immunity, 5 advanced circuits. Alright, give me 1 belt immunity, please. Okay, and then this is also super awkward. Like, oh wait, we can tear these down. We haven't done anything with them. Oh, and I have these requesters. Heck yes. Okay, here's what we're gonna do real fast before we go any further. Actually, I forgot that I had requesters up here to be used. So we are going to grab from requesters, and this is going to be space pipe. Space pipe, and we need to make some space pipe to undergrounds as well, which is just this. There we go, and we're going to output these here and output. Maybe we'll do this actually. There we go, and we'll craft another one of these. There we go, and we have a few bots that can do this for us. Let's turn off personal logistics. We're not doing that up here. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to make it a passive provider warehouse, and then we're going to switch these out. So we're going to do an upgrade planner. And we're going to go from this to this. We're going to upgrade these. And we're going to do that 2 more times. There we go. Okay, and then we just need to craft the last one, which will go right over here. But now we'll at least be able to make space pipes automatically. And this... We also need to request copper here instead of copper cable, so we'll request copper plate. We'll request 10 of them, I guess. Seems fine. And then we will place down our last warehouse right here. Grab another one of these, put it over here maybe. It's kind of a cool place to put it. All right. So that is everything, and then we can put these back. Very good. And that belt immunity should be done, so let's grab that and put it in here. Belt immunity. Oh, I can run around and not be thrown around. That's so nice. Okay, so these belts are super inconvenient, but now what we can do... well, actually we are going to drag this all the way out. We're going to try and keep this as close as possible. Is there a good place to put this? This thing is, again, super awkward. Alright, we're going to put down our logistics bots. What? Okay. And then this is also in a really bad place. But I think that what we're going to try and do is, like, we're going to clear out this little storage area and we're going to bring a bunch of belts, like, through here. Because they'll probably fit pretty nicely. And unfortunately we're going right over this water ice, but that's okay. It's life. Later we can maybe go up more and then around so that we can mine that water. But okay, let's see. We should have some more platforms now. So we can continue building over here. There we go. Okay. And let's come maybe like right here. What keeps getting on this belt? There's like scrap on this belt somehow. Okay. And there we go. That is everything for our blank data cards. So we're going to maybe add one more of these for each building because there's a lot of resources to grab. Okay, maybe 2. Just because they craft so fast. It's like... Okay, there we go. Blank data cards. And then we can bring these up here. And this is going to be our supply for the entire game. So, you know, this is what we're going to use for basically all of our tech cards. So, this uses machine learning data. This uses machine learning data. But then after this, every single research basically uses a ton of these blank tech cards. So we're going to need to send up a ton of copper because each one of these is 6 copper. But thankfully, we will be able to reuse them. So if you look here, it takes 1 machine learning data but puts out 1 junk data card. And then we'll be able to do some data formatting. And 70% of the time, we'll get a blank data card, and then about 30% of the time, we'll get a broken data card. So that broken data card can be broken down, but the blank data cards, obviously we can reuse. And then later on we'll get better recipes for this that will give us our blank data cards back more often. So that's awesome, we got that done. And just looking ahead, we are going to need to do this machine learning data, but we're going to need to do it with thermofluid. And let's take a look at thermofluid. So if we look here, this is a little bit expensive. And but once we get this part done, I think that it's kind of smooth sailing from there to getting the rest of the stuff for each of the researches. So this has got sulfur, iron, copper, heavy oil, and chemical gel. So it's quite the concoction. And then we have to cool it down in these thermal radiators. And so you put in 50 and you get 49, so there's a bit of decay. And then if you want to hypercool it, which we'll have to do later, you get back some warm thermofluid, so you got to cool that again, so there's more decay. So basically, you keep having to make this thermofluid just because of the decay. But once you get enough in the system, it's fine. So I think that's what we'll probably do next episode, if we can, depending. We have some sulfur up here, and I'm hoping that we can, once we get some requesters, we can rearrange this little area over here a bit. But we also need to do one last thing, which is add another constant combinator up here, and grab some green wire, and we're going to just connect its output here, and we're going to request, I don't think we have green, yeah, we don't have green, so we're going to request electronic circuits, and we're going to request like 800 of them, let's say. Okay, perfect. So we're going to have to get those all set up down on Nauvis. I think, though, that is that everything that we need to do up here? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so we're going to jump in our rocket, and we are going to head on back down. We've got our packed sections and stuff. And we need to grab anything else. Just making sure before we leave that we're not leaving anything that we needed to do behind. Oh yeah, well, we can do this from satellite view, but we wanted to actually finish this, which I did not finish. Okay, and this was space. Oh, I cannot place something that I don't have there, so let's actually really quickly jump out, and we are going to put that there. We're going to have 2 stacks of that, and we're going to have 1 whole row of that. Okay, that is what I needed to do. And these are still crafting. And hopefully we'll be crafting for a while still. Okay, that's all I need to do then. Grab that. There we go. And let's launch. And we're going to switch this actually back to launch on fuel full so that it's automatic. Alright, we crashed, which sucks because that means we lost all of our rocket parts. So that is super unfortunate. It isn't the end of the world though. And did I like not... Did I have the wrong place selected? I just want to make sure. Okay, no, I have the correct place selected. But our research isn't high enough to prevent that happening all the time. So unfortunately, we lose all the cargo rocket sections that we might have otherwise kept, but besides that, we're fine. Okay, let's put those in there. We can put that there, put these in there. Okay. Let's get rid of half that stone. Very good. Okay. And we can get rid of this space capsule, this space capsule. Okay, I think that's everything that we need to do. We brought some buildings that we definitely did not need, but such is life. Okay, cool. So now that we're down here, somebody had mentioned in the comments that we could do biomethanol energy, which might help out our energy problems right now. So let's see. This is 5 wood, 60 oxygen, 120 steam, made in a fuel refinery, and I would guess, excuse me, that is burned in A gas-powered station? I guess? I don't really know. Let's see. Burns fluid to produce energy. Inefficient but easy. So let's craft one of these. And just see what we get. Making that biomethanol, though, kind of... Biomethanol. Kind of sucks. 5 wood? Ugh. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I've never even used this, so I have no idea what's up. Burning fluid? So I can burn, like, any fluid, you're telling me? I mean, biomethanol is probably the best, but... Can you burn water? Is that possible? Turns out it's not possible. Okay, I didn't think so. That would have been funny if it was. Okay, I'm just curious. Let me see. Okay, that's not working either. So it must be bimethanol. I mean, it has to be, right? Ugh, but steam and oxygen and all that, that's... And these things, the oxygen, how much is this? This is 600 kilowatts. So if it produces 4.5 megawatts, that's not worth it, bro. Because then you gotta... There's no way that this is worth it. You gotta do the refineries. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that this thing is worth it. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's just not worth it. Alright, let's see how we're doing on this then. 38 uranium-235. Hey, that's pretty good. How many do you need for Covarex again? Covarex. I think it's different than the base game. I think it's 30. Yeah, it's 30. I think the base game's 40, but I can't remember. Okay, so we've got 30. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a steel chest. And we are going to hook up. That's to the wrong chest. There we go. We're going to hook this up, and we're going to say when uranium-235 is greater than 30, it's going to be enabled, and we're going to override the stack size to be 1, so we don't take stuff we don't want to take. Alright, and apparently if you hold the uranium in your hand, you don't get hurt. Interesting. That's kind of a weird interaction. Like if it's on your person, you get hurt, but if it's in your hand, you don't. Okay. So we have 8, which means we can make 8 fuel cells, which is like nothing, right? Fuel cells. In the base game, you can make 10 per, but this is 1 per, I think. Oh, and it takes 2 uranium-235. Yeesh. Okay, so what you're telling me is that we have to get Covarex, basically, to be useful. And this takes production science packs, which we aren't even really going for right now, I guess. Maybe we do need to go for it just for the power. Because this came up in Informatron, I believe off camera. Where is it? Somewhere. Energy beams, maybe? Yeah, there's a coronal mass ejection heading for Nauvis. Estimated defense requirements, 2.28 gigawatts peak power in 19 hours. So we need to defend against a CME, and to do that we use the umbrella, which is this. And you just need 1 on a planet, but the problem is that max consumption of 10 megawatts is totally false. It can take up to 2 gigawatts for this first CME, and we definitely want to defend against it if we can. But to do that, we kind of need nuclear power, because we would want to save all the steam as extra, basically power, and then we'll have a bunch of extra turbines that can use that steam when needed. So I think that we probably should work on that, which means that we kind of need to do production science packs first, which is super unfortunate, but also possibly necessary, which means that we need to get vulcanite. And there are actually two ways that we could get vulcanite. One is using a core miner, and we would get a core fragment. And, oh, that's iridite. Where's core fragment? No. Doesn't it break down? Oh, where is it? Here it is. Oh, and apparently you no longer, oh, you do get pyroflux, but you no longer get, you used to get vulcanite from it, and I guess you no longer get vulcanite from it, which means that we actually need to go to a vulcanite planet, which is unfortunate. So let's go get, is that what we want to do next, is automate another rocket? We can barely keep up with sending rockets to Nauvis orbit. Let's see what we're lacking over here. Oh, we have scrap. This thing is so slow. Okay. Alright, so the question is what do we need to do now? Our power is doing okay at the moment. And let's see. I think that maybe we should... this is tough actually right now, trying to decide what exactly is needed at the moment, because there's so many things that are needed. I think that we should try and go for either vulcanite or cryonite, and the question is which. So if we look over here, we're about to finish up holmium processing research, so let's queue up some more researches. Let's see. Pyroflux smelting for beryllium, sure. Uranium ammo, prod 3s. Nuclear fuel reprocessing. Okay, that looks good. But if we come down here, like, we have beacons, which would be awesome, and those are all production science packs. We have these big mining drills, which are production science packs. But, you know, of course, the logistics system is utility science packs, which would be so nice and would really save our butts a lot. What else? I mean, basically, there's not that much that uses just utility science, but there's a bunch of stuff that uses these production sciences that it would be super nice to get. So, nuclear locomotives, also production science. So I think, well, these are nice too for utility science. Just a quick question, where is, not plasma stream, where's ion stream? Ion stream here? Yeah. And that's utility science. So we do kind of want to get this because I discovered in orbit over here, I discovered a spaceship, which looks super awesome. And we have some ion stream, but if we can make more, then we can fly this thing around, which would be really awesome. So we would like to do that too. So there's a bunch of things. So maybe we should start using our to-do list. I don't know. All right. Let's get rid of some crap, and then we are going to try and build, I guess, a... Yeah, the question really is, are we going for utility or are we going for production? And I think that we really should just go for utility, because having the bots be able to do everything for us is going to make things so much easier that going for production afterwards I think would be a lot more simple. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to go for utility science packs, I think, which means that we need to get cryonite. And to get cryonite, we obviously need to go to another planet. Alright, so we have our second rocket silo now. And where are we going to put it? It doesn't need to be too far away. but we don't want it to be like right next to the other one. So maybe we'll put it right over here. Seems good. And then we are going to run a pipe down that is going to be the fuel. So let's see, where does this fuel come? It's like right here. Okay, we can run it down right here. There we go. And we'll connect it up. And then we just need to connect it up over there. And then we're going to come down over here, and we already have a Cryonite planet picked out, which is this one. So this is Khione, and if we look at this, we cannot use solar there, so we have to use steam power. And we also can't use bots for anything at all because they basically can't fly there. Thankfully, there are no biters though, so we don't have to worry about any biters. So if we look at this, we're going to change this to how do you spell it? How do you spell it? KH, okay. Khione. And we're going to go to Khione. 103,000 rocket fuel. Sheesh. Okay, that is quite a lot. And unfortunately, we're going to crash land when we go there. We're going to launch no trigger at the moment. And then we are going to need a couple things over here. So this, once again, these dang rocket parts. Okay. How are we gonna do this? I've kind of strapped myself by doing them all right in here, unfortunately. Okay, but first things first, we know we can do is we know we can run solid rocket fuel over. That's the easy one. Okay, so we got solid rocket fuel, and we can do a condition on this. So let's craft one of these, and we have some of these, which is perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this here, and we're also going to need to power everything. So let's connect it up. There we go, that's power. Okay, so if we take a look at this landing pad, you can see there that there's the signal L, which is 103,000. And that is actually, if we come over here to Informatron and we go to cargo rockets, maybe, yeah. So the L signal is the liquid rocket fuel required for all potential destinations specified by the destination's settings. So I believe that means that the L can basically tell us how much liquid rocket fuel we need to come back. So what we're going to do, excuse me, is we're going to take signal L and we are going to divide it by 50, because the reason for that is because if we look at the recipe for liquid rocket fuel, it turns 1 solid rocket fuel into 50 liquid rocket fuel. So basically what this is going to do is this is going to give us the amount of solid rocket fuel that we need in order to get back. And then I think that I actually would like to add one more here. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to say L plus, and we're going to give it a constant. I always want to bring a little bit extra just to be safe. We're going to bring L plus, if we bring 100, that's 5,000. So let's bring an extra 50 rocket fuel just to be safe. I always like to bring a buffer because if you run out and you're stuck, then you know you're stuck and there's no good way to get back. Okay, so rocket fuel. Why am I outputting that? I'm gonna output L. There we go. And here I'm going to also output L. And then let's just see what the values of L are here. So this is going to input here. And this is outputting 2.1 thousand. Okay, that sounds about right. And then we will output this here, and we'll say when L is greater than 0, you are going to be enabled. Right? Yeah. Oh, this doesn't need to be a filter. This just needs to be a stack. There we go. Okay. So we're going to start putting in our rocket fuel, which is exactly what we want to do. We should have at least one space capsule left over somewhere. Maybe over here? Yeah. Okay. So we can use that space capsule there. There we go. And then, unfortunately, not only do we have to put 100 rocket sections in here, we also need an extra 100 to come back. So that is super unfortunate. So we're going to need to increase rocket fuel production, and we're also going to need to increase. So we basically need to like increase everything right now, honestly. And we're struggling on power once again, probably because this thing fired. Yep. So what I would like to do is I would like to make another power grid somewhere. So we got coal down here, 16 million coal. We got 8 million coal over here. Okay, I think what we're gonna do, actually, is we're gonna not walk through those. So basically everything needs to be increased right now. And so that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we are. Here's some coal. All right, and then we can just grab one section of this. There we go. There we go. And we can just drop it. Where are we gonna put this? I guess like right here. Okay. And then this, we are gonna go Control V. This one, it's gonna go like this. And we can put it pretty close to the water over here. And of course, we're just gonna replace this red belt with this yellow belt, which is fine. There we go. Okay, and then let's grab a big power pole. We're gonna connect our miners, and then these are going to output over here. We're gonna have some fuel processing. We only have 4 burner inserters left. Jeez. Okay, I guess we're gonna do. Let's see, these take 13 kilowatts. How much do these take? 46. That's fine. And then, oops, there we go. We're gonna do 3 more over there. And I don't like that they aren't lined up. Oops, let's do this. Control X. There we go. Okay, now they're lined up. Okay, we don't need that much belt anymore, thankfully, because we're about to run out. Okay, we're just gonna power one side of this for now. Okay, and then we need to jumpstart this system. So we're gonna put some fuel in here. And then we are going to grab an offshore pump. I better be able to make an offshore pump. Oh, thank goodness. I was a bit scared there for a second. Okay, offshore pump. And then we unfortunately can't make one of these, so I think that we may have to do something like this. So we're gonna have to connect this here. Hey, and there went another research, which is awesome. Okay, we may have to connect this up really quickly, like very momentarily, to the power grid over here, just to get some water in, and then we're going to stop it so that all the power can be diverted to the miners here working. And then this is going to come down over here. Oh my gosh, I had I had one belt left. That is insane. Okay. All right, let's see how this works then. Grab those. That's for like extra water later, which we don't need to do right now. All right, outputting 30 megawatts. Probably can't craft anything, yeah. All right, well, that was some good progress, and then this will very soon be able to, maybe we can do this actually. Come here. Let's grab all this. We're just gonna put this all on the same side for now. There we go, and then we'll put these here. Okay, hopefully these will start like pumping up then. Takes a while for all the fuel to get down here, but we should get going here pretty quickly, I think. So we have 19 of these and we have 8. So that's, yeah, that's I think a decent amount. Okay, and then I would, well, I can't craft one of these, which is super unfortunate, because I would do a cool bit of logic to connect our systems, but we're going to connect them anyways, and that should help us out here. It says we can produce up to 128 megawatts now, so that's definitely going to help our power. And hopefully we should be good for the time being. We got a full belt of fuel coming in here. It's not compressed by any means, but let's see. Now, I probably do not have enough to make another side of this, do I? I kind of do, actually. At least a little bit. But not quite enough. They're not all going to be connected or anything. Yeah, that's not worth it. All right, that's fine. We'll probably come back and finish the other side at another time, because having this added power is going to help us out quite a lot, but we are still going to need more. But yeah, so we made some good progress. We really just need the extra power, because we are going to need to do And let's see if we can fly over here and get this train to come down and pick us up. We really are going to need to create a bunch more of these rocket sections, and unfortunately we need to increase production in order to do that, because we're short on a lot of things like steel and whatnot, but we don't really have a good way to do that without having more power. So let's just jump right in here, and it's going to fill up pretty quickly, so we'll head on our way back. There we go. And we're on our way. But yeah, so the next episode, or next time that we work on this, we're definitely going to have to increase rocket fuel production, because 532 in here is nowhere near the 2,000 that we need. So we need to increase rocket fuel production somehow, with, you know, oxygen somehow. I don't really know how we're going to get more oxygen in there. So we need to do that. We need to work on producing more rocket sections, because this one's going to take all of our rocket sections right now, so we need to do that. We're doing good. We got 22 of these, but that's nowhere near enough to power a reactor setup at the moment, unfortunately. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do, and just so many different things that we could be working on. So it's kind of hard to choose exactly what to work on first, because there really are so many things. But yeah, it feels good to get some power going at least. And we should be able to use this cargo landing pad to do our vulcanite, or our cryonite setting up here. But there are still going to be a ton of things that we need to do for going to a cryonite planet. Like, for instance, we would like to get some of these mining drills made. So we can put some in here, but then we need like rare metals and stuff like that. I don't know. So we'll have to work on that next time though, because there's just so many things that we need to do, and so little time to do it. So thank you guys for joining today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.